Thursday, May 9th. Here's what's coming up on a mayor's office.
Right now, today, if you were going to say one of these two teams is going to go to the World Series, do you say Braves or Dodgers? You can only pick one.
Dodgers. The Dodgers are loaded, and they're just getting better.
And I'm in love with this good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom! Coming in hot, JT. What's going on, brother? 451st episode today.
How about that, dude? I surprised you with that, huh? We went out to dinner last night. Fresco
Yeah.
by Scotto's, great place, great food. You got a veal chop that was out of control.
Dude, the veal chop was incredible. The food was so good there. But dude, when I was sitting there and the lady came out with sparklers and a cake and all this stuff, and then the lady was holding the sign that said, "Congrats on the 450th episode," I'm thinking, oh, good. It must be the mayor. I was like, the mayor must be here or something like that. And I didn't read it right away. All I read was the mayor. And I thought it was going to the table behind us. And next thing you know, they come up to our table. That was pretty cool. It was really
That's
good.
a good
Thanks.
surprise, right? You didn't even know
Awesome.
we did 450. I kind of forgot too until we were leaving yesterday.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Great place,
That's
great
awesome.
spot. Scotto brothers kill it. I watched you on TV today, man. Dude, you and BK have a nice little thing going when you guys are together on that MLB.
Yeah.
It's like you both come from like two different worlds of thoughts, but you've kind of turned each other's worm a little bit. And like
Dude, I
you
know.
kind of like a little bit of analytic approach. He likes what he was talking old school baseball.
Dude, you were talking like grinders, competitive balance. I'm like, I go, who are you? Who are you,
great.
dude?
It's great.
I couldn't believe it. He's great, man. I love BK. Dude, hey, listen, it's about making adjustments. He's made some adjustments. I've made some adjustments. I mean, I've gone a little more number heavy. He's gone back to kind of like
grinding.
looking at total game heavy and guys and mojo and stuff like that, because that matters. I mean, it matters who you are, it matters how you play. And I think who you are in the game shows up in how you play. You know, what kind of person you are shows up on the field.
Yeah, and that cocktail you're talking about the way he thinks and the way you think, and if you find that middle ground, that's what makes the most successful baseball teams, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree, dude. And you go back to Brian Kenny's book.
Mhm.
That was 9 years ago, 10 years ago, dude. That book. I mean, that book's. If he writes that book today, it's a different book.
It is a different book. You know, he made me buy it. Did he make you buy it? He told me that his agent told him, don't give any away for free. They have to buy it so that you're going to get the numbers.
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous. No, I actually do think I did buy it.
I bought it. He signed it, but I had to buy it. But I buy that. I agree with that. When our buddy Tim McMahon wrote his book, he's like, I'll send you a copy. I'm like, no, I got to pay for it, dude. Brian Kenny told me you got to pay for books. If somebody writes a book, you got to pay for it.
So good. So good.
Hey, finally, dude. Finally, Paul Skenes is getting called up. Here we go. Finally.
Dude, thank God. We had Jared Jones on the show yesterday.
Mm.
And what a stud he is. Pitching for the Pirates, obviously rookie. But finally Skenes is up, man. I mean, I think this debut on Saturday night in Pittsburgh is going to be like the Strasburg debut, man, years ago. And this guy is a once-in-a-generational pitcher. And so many people in Pittsburgh and MLB are so excited. So I hope Saturday night in Pittsburgh, those fans get together and really bring the house down for him. And they pack that place out, because this guy's an absolute stud, man. Absolute stud.
Yeah, over under on cutaways to Livy Dunn in the family suite that day.
Oh, man. Yeah, it'd be like a Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing all over again.
Yeah, no, you know what's funny actually? Did you see the kid with the Mets that made his debut last week? Who was like, I mean, Matt Harvey lights out for a rookie. I'm forgetting his name. What was his name? I'll figure out. Anyway,
I actually don't know.
Oh, dude. Anyway, this dude's. It's not the relevance of this is like his dad was sitting like in the front row, like right behind the dugout, and the entire family was up in the stands. And I thought about you and your dad. And I'm like, his dad was probably like, everybody get away from me.
Yeah, oh, everybody,
I'm watching this game. You guys go have your free food and your drinks. I am locked in on my son. And I really was like, I can only imagine what like the Casey parents were like that first year Sean Casey gets called up and it's just like first at bats and stuff. They must have been freaking out, right?
Dude, you kidding me? I think my dad freaked out my whole career. Just like my mom said, my mom said every at bat, we're on the West Coast, he'd stay up late and he'd just pace back and forth. But I understand that now. Like I said, I think I told you that. Understanding when you're watching Jake or Andrew and watching baseball, we can stream the games and stuff on TV. Like I felt the same way, man. Like but if I was at a game, like, and people are talking to you, I just like, are you serious?
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's his dad. Let me go take a selfie, and he's got like a 3-1 count with runners on second and third. You probably want to take their phone and throw it onto the field.
I know. Well, they ask you, hey man, your kid's up to the plate, and they'll ask him, hey man, how's it going? What have you been up to lately? I'm like, dude, I've been waiting 30 minutes for my son to be up. He's now up. You ask me this when he's done.
No, it's so funny.
I have a feel.
Yeah. So, what are your expectations for Skenes? Like, what do you want to see out of him? Obviously, health. You just want to see him be healthy. He's gonna be good, if not great. Like, he's not gonna be a bust. I don't think this guy's gonna be a bust.
Dude. Also, too, this guy's he was a catcher at Air Force. Do you know that? He was a catcher at Air Force for 2 years, dude. Hit like 400 with 11 pumps. Was legit, right? He thought he was going to be a catcher. He wanted to be a catcher. And, dude, I just love his Air Force ties. He loves this country. He's kind of like one of those tough guys. I read a story today. They were saying at Air Force, I think his sophomore year, they had a moment of silence for maybe like a few special ops guys had just died the night before. So they did a moment of silence, and then they did all rise for the Star Spangled Banner. And there was 2 guys that get up on this hill that didn't stand. I guess right after the national anthem, he ran up there and like undressed them. Like, are you kidding me?
No way.
This is our country. And so like when I heard that story, like
I love
you start to feel like, oh, dude, that's who this guy is. Like, there's a little edge about him. There's a little respect factor. You got that toughness, that like Air Force toughness and all that stuff. So I think when he went to LSU, dude, he was a 2-way player at Air Force. He still wanted to hit. And they're like, no, we're going to just have you pitch. And so, dude, this guy rakes too. Like, I honestly think if they still had the pitchers in the National League, the Skenes would hit a couple tanks.
That's so cool. Plus, he's got the goose from Top Gun mustachio. I feel like I could see him as like a fighter pilot. Like,
right.
His look is cool. Obviously, it worked out for him. He's got a nice, friendly girlfriend there that's doing pretty well for herself.
Yeah.
Cutaways. Going to be a lot of cutaways that night if she's there.
Yeah, no doubt.
By the way, did you hear the one joke Tom Brady said about the Chiefs? In his, did you?
Oh, dude, yeah, dude, I watched it last night. Sarah and I watched the Tom Brady roast. If you haven't watched the Tom Brady roast, watch it.
It is honestly unbelievable. But his line, he goes, "Yeah, fine, I get the Chiefs have more fans than us, and they're louder." And he goes, "But that's only because all of their fans are 14-year-old girls."
I know, dude. I know. So good. Dude, he has some good stuff, man. And it was great, Chinch, about the roast. The Tom Brady roast, when people, even my mom today was like, well, it was a little uncomfortable when she said something about Giselle or something. I go, listen. I go, this is the problem with society now. It's cancel culture all the time. You can't say anything, and like, dude, the roast back in the day, with like, who was the guy with the main roast? And, those guys, dude. They were
smoking heaters on a set. It was great.
Yeah, dude, it's all for good laughter, man. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to like have each other. Self-effacing humor. It's okay to crush each other and have some fun with it. So I love that Tom Brady. I was with Jeff Ross back in October. He did help do the Ed Vedder's Foundation too, and he was up there like doing some comedy and stuff. So it was really cool. And I got to hang out with him one night. And he told me about that, dude. I go, what are you doing, Jeff, nowadays? He goes, well, he goes, I'm locking into this Tom Brady roast. It's going to be epic. It's going to be incredible. And he's like, Tom wanted to do it. Tom wanted to do it. So I'm like, dude, that's really cool that Tom wanted to do it because there's a lot to bury him about here and there.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was great, dude. I mean, he's a legend. I thought Bledsoe was great. There was so many guys that were great. Belichick was good. Julian Edelman was fantastic. But Nikki Glazer, dude, the female comedian was a standing ovation.
All-timer.
Incredible, dude.
All-timer. She was so funny. The thing with Gronk, when she's like, me know that not real money about the cryptocurrency. Dude, she took herself to a whole other level. She's in the Illuminati now of comedians. Because all agreed. They were like, that's maybe one of the best roasts ever. And then, hey, what is a team, dude? You play baseball, dude. What is a team if not for being able to make fun of each other?
Dude,
make fun of each other's cultures, make fun of each other's, hair. Like, dude, I'm half bald now. You tell me sometimes I make fun of you for something. That's friendship, dude. That's why. They laugh at each other, at yourself.
Yeah, busting each other's chops, dude. I remember when I first got to the big leagues, Pete Harnish was on me all the time, dude. And I was 23. I didn't know how to take it. And I used to leave a lot of tickets for the games. Go figure. So one day I get up there, I'm leaving tickets to the games, and the Harnish is like, he makes an announcement. He's like, all right. He goes, everybody, get your tickets on the list before Casey gets his. He's like, Casey, just leaving tickets for everybody. He was right. It was kind of funny. But I said to him, I go, Pete, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you on me all the time? And I was kind of serious. He goes,
Really?
Listen, bro. He goes, you need to worry when I'm not on you. He goes, if I'm on you, that means I like you. That means I'm taking my time to joke around with you. If I'm not busting your chops, that means then you need to worry. It means I don't like you. So I always took that as like, guys around that would come on the team, always try to bust their chops a little bit in a fun way.
Sure.
There's busting chops, and then there's getting personal. Beating.
You can go over the line. You can go over
That's
the line.
Tired. That's tired. Learn how to have an EQ, an emotional IQ, where you like, I'm just playing around, and it's all good fun.
Hey, maybe the single best line in the history of our 451 episodes was when Adam Dunn told you were a $2 tipper. which you're not.
The truth hurts, but at that time in my life, I was so bad.
I know, but that's great. That's a fun part about it. Look, man, I'm 5'6.5". I've heard some things about me that are probably pretty.
We all have.
And guess what? When I was 17 years old, I would try to fight you for it. In my 40s now, I think it's the funniest thing when people make like I love being made fun of. It's
right. Times change.
I'll tell you who we're not making fun of is that damn Yankees lineup, bro. What happened last night? Our boy Aaron Boone was like, I had a wonderful night tonight in his post-game press conference. Because what happened?
Well, dude, Soto went 440 left center bomb. We're kind of waiting for that. I don't know if he's hit one left center yet, maybe one or two. Stanton hit one 120 miles an hour, second deck, 447. I mean, got out in basically a freaking a rocket ship F-15, went freaking off his bat out to left field. And then Judgy, man, talk about being hot. Everyone's all worried about Judgy. No, dude, you don't worry about the superstar guys, especially a guy like Judgy who really cares, who's working hard every day, trying to get his feels. Like, you can see him sitting on that back leg right now, waiting for that ball to travel and using right center. All his home runs have been to right center. That's where he's at his best, man. Taking the slider that's off the dish for a ball, take that pitch, get him back to the plate, and do damage to right center. They had two other hits, two doubles. So watch out, baby. The Yankees are about to start rolling, man. When you talk Soto, Stanton, Judge, that was the first time that all three of those guys have ever homered in the same game, too. So I'd be shocked if we don't see that again here soon. Volpe's doing great at the top of the lineup there, too, getting on base. That lineup is rolling, man. Riz is swinging the bat with some pop.
Yep.
So it's a fun team to watch right now, man.
Yeah, Riz is scary. Riz is not a guy you mess with in that lineup anymore. He's back. He's back. Whatever we had to do.
We had a concussion. He couldn't see last year. He couldn't see.
He saw 3 strong cases in the hitting box.
Yeah. I'm like, Riz, which one do you see? Hit the one in the middle, bro. Hit the one in the middle.
One quick Judge stat, which actually I was watching MLB Now, and this came on in Bottom Line. last 11 games, Case, 385, 8 extra base hits, 11 RBIs, and to your point, staying off that pitch away, 8 walks in the last 11 games while hitting bombs. That's
Right, dude.
That's it. That's Hall of Fame type.
Right.
Stretch.
Well, and the thing of when everyone's like, oh, he's struggling, he was still walking, still getting on base, still pumping a couple. Listen, that's why an average is called an average. It goes up and down. Your damage numbers are your damage numbers, man. Homers, walks, RBI, driving in runs. Those don't ever go up and down. They go up, right?
Mhm.
So the average is an average because it goes up and down over 6 months, bro. Not 1, 6.
That's a great point. And like you think about it, like anybody who goes and buys a home, right? What are you basing your home buying and selling on? It's the medium. It's what the medium is, what the average of the homes.
Right.
You can take that as a human being and put it into sports. It's the same thing. You always say at the end of the year, the back of the baseball card is going to look the exact same.
Yeah, doesn't lie.
John Case is going to hit 302.
Right. It's going to be really close. And if I don't hit 302, maybe hit 290.
Yeah.
Or I hit 310.
Next year you hit
somewhere
311.
around there.
Right.
Right.
All right, great. One more I wanted to get to that I thought was interesting because you've played for some teams, you played for a lot of teams, and Chris Sale is killing it right now. He is back to being Chris Sale. He's really, I would say he's a top 10 pitcher right now without even specifically going into the numbers. Just played Boston, and I thought it was very cool because he basically almost apologized for how hurt he was in Boston. And talked about how he went down a list of all the players on the team, how much he loves the guys, how much he wished he could have done better for them. And I just thought that was a super classy act from a guy who a lot of people kind of think he's a curmudgeonly. I mean, I've heard people call him a jerk, but I don't think he is. I think he just cares about the people in the game, and he's said some really cool things. And so for you, having played for different teams, and you might have greater success on different teams or not. Like, what's your take on when a guy goes out and says something like that?
You know, Chris Sale's a great guy. I know Chris, and listen, he has the edge about him on the mound, and I think sometimes maybe it's taken wrong, but I think Chris Sale had a great experience in Boston, even though he was hurt a lot. They won the championship in 2018, dude. He was a big reason why. I mean, you almost feel like you would trade. When you go back and look at that trade, was it Moncada and a couple other guys, which has really worked out for the Red Sox. To win that one World Series is worth it. I think Sale's such a prideful guy. He wanted to have more great years there in Boston. He didn't. He loved Alex Cora too. Alex Cora loved him too. And, he was talking about how he became close with a lot of those young guys, Pavetta and Tanner Hoke and Cutter Crawford. These guys loved him. He was really a mentor to him, probably like maybe Mark Burley or, was to Sale, back in the day. But, listen, at the end of the day, Chinch, the reason we're talking about Chris Sale right now is because he's back. He punched out 11, I believe, there last night. He had 18 sliders, 13 swing and miss on his sliders. He has his chase rates back to the 96th percentile in baseball. That's Chris Sale. Even though he's 35 now, dude, he's getting better. He's almost like he's got something to prove because he's been hurt up and down. Chris Sale, I mean, not a better time to have him doing what he's doing because, with Spencer Strider being down, when you looked at the Braves, you go, oh man, they're in trouble. Well, guess what? If Chris Sale keeps pitching the way he is, you traded for an ace. Good job to Anthopoulos, for bringing him in. It's a great trade.
I agree. Did you ever play him, face him?
I never faced him. No, I was out of the game right when he came in.
Right when he came in, yeah.
I think right when he came in, I was heading.
Oh yeah, he's only 33 years old. You're
33.
You're only a couple years older than that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 35. So 2 years old.
Right now, today, if you were going to say one of these two teams is going to go to the World Series, do you say Braves or Dodgers? You can only pick one.
Dodgers. The Dodgers are loaded, and they're just getting better.
Yeah.
Walker Buehler just came back for his first start. He's going to be getting better. Gavin Stone, who's one of their top prospects, he's only getting better. Yamamoto, since that first clunker in Korea, has like a 1.68 ERA. He's been dominant.
No Kershaw yet.
Clayton Kershaw's coming back. Who's the other young kid's coming back too? Bobby, I can't remember his last name, but Bobby Miller.
Oh, right, yeah.
They got Dustin May.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
Dustin May's not even out there yet. That guy throws like
It's incredible.
miles per hour.
Yeah, the back end of their pen's hurting. I mean, it's incredible.
It is incredible. Well, we're in a good spot. Baseball's doing good right now. If Sean Casey and Brian Kenny can keep agreeing like this on baseball stats, we know baseball is in a very good place right now.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Nice. All right, you're back home tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I'm back home, flying home right after this show. I'm flying home, dude. So I'll be back in the bird.
Oh, wonderful. I got some ideas. I got some guests. I'm not going to say them out loud now, but I'll text you after because we got people, dude, a couple guys saying, can I come on your show?
I know. I got a couple of those people too. We got to make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to make it happen. And by the way, if you guys like and subscribe, more people will do that for us.
Yes, please like and subscribe to us.
Do you guys want the Yankee, the Sean Casey Yankee jersey? Do you
know
want?
what? I think we're gonna have to pivot from the Sean Casey Yankee jersey. It's not getting enough steam. It's not getting enough steam. We have to go to like a Reds. How about a Reds jersey? How about a Bucco jersey?
Anything, guys. Just to get us like we need like I think we are like 870. We need like 870. But just press a button. Sean said it the other day. It's just one button. Just press the button.
Just one button. Hit subscribe. It's it. We're not asking for much.
We're not. We really are. Okay.
All right, kids, you brother. Love you, man. Everyone out there, thanks for listening. We will see everybody tomorrow. See you, buddy.
See you.